Hello everyone, welcome to Verbally Vivid, and today I'm going to discuss about the power of verbal communication. And effective communication skills can enhance your personal and professional life. So today in this presentation we will explore the art of verbal communication with real world examples from various fields. So, I have divided the importance of verbal communication into four segments. So, it is building relationships, expressing ideas, leadership skills, and career advancement. Now, let's talk about building relationships. Being able to effectively communicate with others, build trust, and it fosters a long term, strong relationship both in personal and professional life. Imagine you might also have somebody where the relationship was so unexpected, there was no motive in the conversation, but you somehow managed to come so far, and that kind of surprised you. I'm sure you do not talk to everybody, you do not open up to everybody, but then there is that one person or a family you talk to, and that's how you build a strong relationship. Just because you're communicating to them, you're verbally acknowledging things, you're verbally communicating with them, right? So now, expressing ideas. Verbal communication allows us to express complex ideas and share our thoughts in clear and concise way. Maybe what we are thinking actually sounds like a problem in our head, but when you express this, when you talk about this, when you share this with others, they might give you a different perspective to it. You might understand a complete different meaning out of it. So, having being said, verbal communication is effective. It also helps you in expressing your ideas in a room of 20, in a room of 50, in a room of 100. That's how you inculcate these things in you, and you'll be an effective speaker, listener, somebody who motivates people. And that's when leadership skills come in picture. So a strong verbal communication skills are essential for effective leadership, which allows us to motivate, inspire, and influence those around us. Day in and day out, you might have somebody out there who actually gets influenced by you, who listens to you, who gets motivated by your words. You do not know, maybe, but then our whole intention, our aim, our agenda should be to do something so good, to talk in such a way that others inspire us. We shouldn't demean somebody else. There should always be motivating, positive element when we talk, what we talk, about whom we talk, isn't it? Now, when we talk about career advancement, so in most professions, strong verbal communication skills are a highly valued asset and can help us progress in our career. Strong presentation skills, strong communication skills, strong negotiation skills, these all are important elements in a corporate life, in a professional life, depending upon what profession you are in. These are something one must definitely have. Now, when we talk about real world examples of successful verbal communication, we have Martin Luther King, we have Steve Jobs, we have Ellen DeGeneres. King. So, what did Martin Luther King Jr. say? I have a dream speech is a testament to the power of oratory and the ability to inspire millions with words. These are the key notes by these great personalities and how importance they gave to this verbal communication, and they have come so far that we all remember them, isn't it? Now, when we talk about successful verbal communication, there are the flip side, the failed verbal communication. Fire Festival, BP oil spill, United Airlines. These are the examples of failed verbal communication. So, what exactly happened at Fire Festival? The festival organizers' inability to communicate effectively led to a disastrous event that left attendees stranded and disillusioned. What did this BP oil spill do? BP CEO was criticized for downplaying the severity of the oil spill and failing to express genuine concern for the damage it caused. And the United Airlines mishandling of an overbooking situation became a PR nightmare as the company's response was seen as dismissive and insensitive. So, failed examples of verbal communication. When you do not verbally communicate something, it leads to a disaster. Maybe it doesn't sound that big of a deal in your head, in your mind, but it actually is. The consequences are something you might not be aware about, so unforeseen. So always be cautious of what you say, how you say, to whom you say, and how effectively you communicate it. Now, I'm going to share some tips for improving your verbal communication skills. First thing first, speak clearly. Even though you do not have a rich vocabulary, use the words you know, crisp, clear, short. You do not have to add those heavy vocabularies to make sure to ensure that you are speaking very effectively. No, take your time, enunciate your words, and be mindful of your tone and pitch when speaking. Maybe you are a very soft spoken person, but people might not consider it that way. Maybe you are uh, maybe you are rude, but then your words, the choice of words you use will be very sweet. So speak clearly, be mindful of your tone, be mindful of the pitch, the rate of speech. Next, besides speaking, listen carefully. Maintain good eye contact. Be actively engaged and show that you are paying attention when someone else is speaking. We might have always heard this during our childhood, schooling, college. Respect the speaker, listen to the speaker, listen carefully, wait till the end of the session to ask questions because they are giving you a chance, open forum to listen to what the speaker is talking about. Next, use body language. Non-verbal cues such as posture, hand gesture, facial expressions that enhance your message and reinforce your intent. The way your eyes communicate. Sometimes, the blink, the shy. There are many language which I speaks that we have to learn, which we will learn over time. Okay, and next, be empathetic. Understand your audience, read their emotions, and adjust your message accordingly to connect them with a deeper level. Now, this course, this training, this presentation is for somebody who needs help to enhance their communication skills, to improve their verbal communication skills. And I am with you. I empathize with you because we all have been there once. And I want you all to be a good, effective communicating speakers. Be a good speakers, communicate, talk your heart out, be good listeners, empathize with people. Being kind is what one must be at the end of the day. Next, what is the role of non-verbal communication? Not just speaking, but there are other elements like I mentioned, body language such as facial expressions, posture, hand gestures. You might be directing to somebody else with your hand gestures, left hand, right hand. When you give a presentation, you fly your hand in the air, right? So this is being sometimes the hand gestures express more than what your words express. So this body language is very important. Next, your vocal tone, the pitch, the tone. It convey an emotion. When you're somebody's sad, how you empathize with them. When somebody is happy, how cheerful you sound. When somebody is crying, you empathize. I understand. It's okay. So it helps to captivate and engage your audience. If someone is crying, you cannot laugh. If someone is sad, you cannot be loud. This is depending upon the emotion. Read the room, read your audience, what is expected, how to behave, be sensitive as and when required. Next, environmental cues. The physical environment and the setting can impact the way we interpret and receive verbal communication. Now, when we say read the room, now it doesn't include people, the environment. See, if it's a seminar hall, if it's a library, if it's a seminar hall, mold your voice in such a way that it would be heard to the last benchers. If it's a library, lower your tone, speak silently so others are not disturbed, isn't it? So, that brings us to the last segment of our presentation. Let's talk about final thoughts. So, before you speak, I'm sure you construct sentences in your head, right? So, your ability to communicate effectively can be a profound impact on your success and happiness. Remember to be clear, listen carefully, listen well. Do not misunderstand, don't misinterpret. If you don't know anything, ask. Use body language, empathize with your audience to deliver your message with impact. Don't leave them on a cliffhanger. Next, teamwork. Effective verbal communication is a key in fostering teamwork, long term relationships, which allows teams to work together to accomplish a common goal and objectives. Isn't it? At workplace, at school project, when two people work together, when a group work together, a common goal is achieved. And again, this all doesn't come over time, isn't it? Practice makes man perfect. Like any skills, verbal communication also takes practice and persistence to master. Keep working on your communication skills and watch your relationship and career prospect bloom. You talk to your people, you talk to your family. If you don't know anything, ask, learn from them, try to question, try to get answers. Do not misunderstand, do not misinterpret. Everybody has different perspective. Try to listen to everybody. And that brings us to the end of our session, and I hope you all learn something out of it. And drop in the comment if there is some questions you have, if you want to learn something and you want me to make more videos on them. So this I'll leave to you guys to let me know how it was. And also, all suggestions and feedbacks are welcome. So thank you all for joining, being here till the end of the session. Do like, share and subscribe. Bye bye.